is Minju Kim, and today I'm presenting my research for child development class on emotional abuse and adolescent emotional development. While physical injuries are often the focus of child welfare, the psychological impact of hurtful words and neglect can be just as profound, specifically during the sensitive period of adolescence. Today we'll explore how these invisible skulls disrupt the child's social and emotional domains and lead to long-term mental health challenges. This project focuses on the adolescent stage from age 10 to 19. During this period, the brain is undergoing significant pruning and reorganization. When emotional abuse occurs, it doesn't just make a child sad, it actually reconnects how they perceive social cues and safety, which is why it falls so heavily under the social and emotional domains of development. To understand this issue, we must first look at its severity. Many people believe that if there is no physical bruise, the damage is not as severe. However, research from the American Psychological Association shows that psychological abuse, including terrorizing, exploiting, or isolating a child, is just as harmful as physical or sexual abuse. In fact, the psychological effects can sometimes be even more severe because this type of abuse is often hidden and goes unnoticed. Because it is hidden, it often goes untreated, making early identification and screening essential for protecting children's mental health. Let's look at the technical framework. According to Glasser, psychological maltreatment is defined as a breakdown in the relationship between a parent and a child. A key concept here is emotional neglect. This occurs when caregivers consistently fail to meet a child's basic psychological needs. This framework is important because it helps professionals identify cases that do not involve physical evidence but are still deeply damaging. It shifts the focus from physical harm to the quality of the emotional relationship, which is the foundation of healthy development. How does this affect adolescent development? Research by Kim and Sketty shows that early maltreatment interferes with a child's ability to develop emotion regulation. Emotion regulation is the ability to monitor and control emotional responses to stress. When this system is disrupted, adolescents often struggle with peer relationships and social interactions. They may respond to situations with higher levels of stress, fear, or emotional instability. Over time, these challenges can lead to serious psychological disorders in adulthood. However, research also shows that interventions focused on improving emotion regulation can help reduce these negative outcomes. The long-term effects of emotional abuse are significant. Research shows that parental verbal aggression, often dismissed as just words, is strongly associated with depression, anxiety, and dissociation in adulthood. Dissociation refers to a feeling of being disconnected from one's thoughts, identity, or sense of reality. In addition, large-scale studies have found that emotional abuse significantly increases the risk of serious outcomes such as suicide attempts and substance abuse. These findings clearly demonstrate that emotional abuse is not a minor issue. It is a major predictor of long-term mental health problems. In conclusion, emotional abuse should be recognized as a serious and preventable public health issue. Factors such as family conflict, lack of support, and socioeconomic challenges contribute to this problem. However, these are issues that can be addressed through community programs and policy efforts. By understanding that words can shape brain development. We can begin to prioritize emotional health in our communities. Early screening, support, and intervention are essential for protecting future generations. Thank you for listening. Here are my references and other references. Thank you.